In Victorian England, death visited often. Children succumbed to fevers, men died from injuries, and doctors did what they could, and families mourned what they lost. So when tragedy struck one household again, and again, and again, no one questioned murder, though they thought misfortune. But misfortune really follows one person so faithfully. And in this story, it followed a woman named Mary Ann Cotton. Welcome back to Closing Crimes. Tonight we examine how a grieving widow moved from town to town, marriage to marriage, funeral to funeral, while suspicions struggled to keep up. Mary Ann Robson was born in 1832 in County Durham, a region defined by coal mining and hardship. When she was young, her father died in an accident underground. The message would have been clear to any child: life could collapse without warning. Security mattered. Money mattered. And marriage was often the safest way to obtain both. In 1852, Mary Ann married William Mowbray, a miner just like her father. They had numerous children, but many did not survive infancy, something tragically common at the time. Then, in 1865, William himself fell ill. Witnesses described stomach pain, vomiting, and days of weakness, just like her father. He died. Mary Ann, widowed with children, received life insurance. Not enormous wealth, but enough to start again. So soon after, she relocated. Mary Ann found work as a nurse and quickly remarried. Her new husband, George Ward, was recovering from illness when they met. Within months of the wedding, his health worsened. The symptoms were familiar: pain, digestive distress, rapid decline. In 1866, George was dead. Again, insurance money was paid, and again, Mary Ann moved on. During the years that followed, several children in Mary Ann's care died. Some were her own, some were stepchildren. Each time, the explanation was similar: gastric fever, infection, the unfortunate hazards of crowded Victorian life. But observers would later remember something unsettling. Mary Ann often insisted on nursing the sick personally. She controlled food, she controlled the medicine, and she had all of the access. And death frequently followed. In 1870, Mary Ann married again. This time, it was a man called Frederick Cotton. He already had children from a previous relationship, and before long, members of the household began dying. Frederick's sister, one of his children, and then Frederick himself. Once more, there was money to claim. By now, whispers had begun. But whispers are not evidence, and Mary Ann left for another town. Mary Ann started a relationship with a new man and was caring for a young boy named Charles Edwin Cotton. In 1872, the child became ill. The story repeated: violent stomach pain, exhaustion. He, like all of the others, died. But this time, something interrupted the routine. A local parish official, Thomas Riley, hesitated to approve burial funds. Too many deaths had surrounded this woman. He began asking questions, and for the first time in Mary Ann's life, someone looked past the performance of grief. Authorities offered a post-mortem examination. Tests were carried out. Inside the child's body, they found arsenic, a poison commonly used in households for rats and pests. Cheap and available, but deadly. Now, previous tragedies were re-examined in a terrifying new light. Mary Ann was arrested. Investigators suspected that many more deaths were linked to her, but proving them would be difficult. Records were limited, and the bodies had been buried for years. Instead, prosecutors focused on the murder of young Charles. If they could prove one, the pattern might speak for the rest. At trial, Marianne appeared calm. Expect to believe in. Wronged, she claimed. But witnesses spoke of insurance policies, of rapid remarriages, of repeated illnesses under her care. The jury did not deliberate long, and she was found guilty. Marianne Cotton was executed in 1873. Some believe she killed a dozen. Others think that the number could exceed 20. We may never know. But what makes this case endure is not just the scale, it's the simplicity. She served their food, she cared for them, and they trusted her. And slowly, one by one, their lives were removed. This has been Closing Crimes, because sometimes history's darkest figures did not hide in shadows. They stood in the kitchen and waited to be thanked.